Hello, 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 my people. We definitely belong together. And welcome to Val's Corner. So, Val's Corner started from a post that I put up on Facebook in regards to dementia. I do a lot of different posts on Facebook about life, relationships, children, funny stories, whatever. This particular post was about dementia. I take care of my mother who is 94, and she suffers from dementia, and I was really going through it with her, a loss of a grandchild and a loss of a love relationship. And I just started talking about, dementia, its effects, how it affects not only the person who has dementia, but the person who takes care of them as well, and their relationships with friends, their relationships with their children, their relationships with their love life, and how it can be stressful and a strain. So I got a lot of responses from that video. A lot of comments, a lot of people showing moral support, a lot of people saying thank you so much for writing that, because I'm going through the same thing, and you don't know that someone else is going through it when you're going through it. And so I just felt like we needed a platform to go to, that we could vent, we could speak about it without feeling ashamed or someone is judging us, because I definitely want this to be a no judgment zone, unless you're going through that type of situation. And even if you are, you just really shouldn't be judging anybody, because who is anybody to judge someone else? If you haven't looked in the mirror yet, you should, and determine if you have the right, or you're so perfect that you could judge someone else. Because the only one that can judge is He Himself, which is God. And so, we all go through things, and everybody needs a little helping hand, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. I do want to say this, though. Women, we tend to ask for help way faster than men. Men feel like it's a sign of weakness to ask for help. It's a sign of uh, demasculinity, if they look weak in front of someone else. And let me tell you something about dementia, about Alzheimer's. It will take you down to your knees, strip you naked. So you don't have to be strong for anybody. You don't have to be the hero. You need support too. And it's okay to comment. It's okay to feel vulnerable in front of the audience of those of us that are going through the same thing you're going through. So men, don't be afraid to comment, to talk about your experience, because I don't judge you. I live this every single day. I live this. And it's got to be more difficult for you, men, if it's your mother, because a mother certainly doesn't want her son to bathe them, to see them in their vulnerable moments, because sometimes they can't do a lot of things on their own. You may have to help them go to the bathroom. And yes, we're a little prideful. We don't want our sons to see us in that dependent state. So you're going through something in your head about caring for your mother, and believe me, your mother's going through something in her head about her son seeing her in that state. So this platform is for you too. So don't shy away. Don't be embarrassed, because there's nothing to be embarrassed about. but I wanted to create that space. This platform is not only going to be about dementia, it is going to be about life experiences, love relationships, marriages, um, young people and their relationships, funny stories about kids and their grandparents and their parents. I want it to be an open platform. And so let me just put a little disclaimer on things. No, I'm not married. Yes, I have been married twice. So I did say about, advice on marriages. I don't feel like, no, I'm not. I don't have a degree in psychology. I don't have a degree in being a social worker or sociology. I don't have a degree in love relationships. I don't have a degree in, I don't have a certificate in coaching or anything like that. What I do have a degree in, I have a degree in life. That's where my degree comes from, my experiences. And from my experiences and learning from them, I can offer you some things. From trials and tribulations, I can offer you some things. So that's where this corner is going to go. I also have a blog called Blogging with Valdine. And Valdine is actually my middle name, so that's why it's Val's Corner. So those of you that know me probably like, where did that name come from? Because my first name is Janice, but I'm using my middle name for my blog and my corner. So I wanted to definitely welcome everybody and let everybody know that you all are possible. And you have to choose whether you're going to live in fear or whether you're going to live in faith. And I'm telling you today, from my mouth to your ears, that I'm living in faith, and I divorced fear. I'm over fear. I'm not fearing anything anymore. Because the more you fear, the more you hold yourself back. What was I fearful of? Fearful that people won't tune in. Fearful that I wouldn't get enough likes and loves and comments on Facebook or Instagram. Like, everybody's life is predicated on the love and the likes and the emojis and the comments people make, on your post on Facebook. Growing up, we never had any of that. We had a telephone with a long cord that you took throughout the whole house. So there was no texting. There was no Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. It was none of that. We communicated on the phone that you actually had to dial. I grew up with a rotary phone where you had to turn. My kids wouldn't even know what the heck that is and how long it take to actually make a phone call. But so there was no instant messaging somebody or your friends, you picked up the other receiver and told your sister, brother, get off the phone because I need to make a phone call. So now with this, all of this technology, which is awesome because I love it too, but your life can't be determined by the emojis. Your fan club can't make you who you are. Your self-worth starts in here. Your happiness starts in here. Your believing who you are starts here and here. So I'm believing in me, And I'm believing that this platform will touch you and other lives in a way that will be honorable and respectful. I want people to feel at home. I want you to feel like you're getting some value from Val's Corner. Look at that. Val's Corner has value. I just want you to feel the love. I want you to feel the support. Because that's who I am. I've never been a person to want to make anybody feel bad, because bullying is awful. And for those of you who are bullies, don't come on my page, please, because bullyings are not allowed. Judgment, not allowed. Love, always allowed. Intelligent conversations, always allowed. So that's what this corner is going to be about. We can keep all the outside noise outside, as we say. Back to what I was saying before about just life experiences. I want to talk about it all, because it's all to be talked about. Listen, I have 4 children. I have 1 grandchild. I have 1 on the way. I was married and divorced twice. I've been in and out of relationships. I've messed up. I've gotten messed up. I've, been dumped. I've been the dumper. So we can talk. We can talk about a lot of things, a lot of feelings. But the one thing that I do believe in, I believe in taking the good out of a relationship, because there's lessons in everything that we've done and we continue to do, and take all those lessons and good things and turn it into a manual. A manual for someone who needs some attention, a manual for someone who needs some advice, a manual for someone who needs to look at things from a different perspective, because we all have different ways of looking at things. So that's my vision. That's what I want to do, and I love everybody to stay tuned as we travel this journey together. So again, welcome to Val's Corner, and stay tuned, because I have a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. And if you have any suggestions, or you want to spark a conversation, just hit me up on bloggingwithvaldine.com. I'm also on Facebook as Janice Brown, and I'm on Instagram as Val's Corner. Anytime, just hit me up. Don't forget, we belong together. Enjoy your day.